Hello, good afternoon. So, mini date night with me, myself, and I. It's Thursday, heading up to the land. I didn't think, I thought I was going to go up earlier, but ended up going on a little bit of a shopping spree to Home Depot. But the intention is to go up to the land. I have, I think, about 12 to 13 coconut palms planted. They need water. It hasn't rained much at all over here in Sabana Grande, so I'm taking up some 5-gallon water jugs to put some water down on those bad boys. Also water my avocado plant and my quenepa plant up there to make sure those guys, since they are the starting soldiers, that they stay alive and thriving. So that's the plan today. Also, from Home Depot, the shopping spree was a bunch of Ryobi tools. So I got to throw a shout out to Ryobi. Just the affordability, great ratings. I can't wait to use my tools. I got the 6-tool set with the battery, with the 2 batteries and a charger, extra set of batteries and a charger, and that included another tool for free. So I got the jigsaw for free as well. I also bought, but that was all Ryobi there, and also the 95-piece set of drill bits and such. So I think that's a good start to help me with at least some initial construction. Then I also bought a long level because I need to start planning on leveling the land. And then the other thing that I bought is, sorry, I'm kind of in a tight spot here and these people are trimming trees. And actually, I'll be right back. I got to ask them a question. All right, back to this video. Yeah, so I stopped because these people that chop down the trees, they were doing a bunch of wood chipping, and I need a bunch of mulch so I can start composting up there on the land. And I was trying to get their information. Well, I got their information so that I can coordinate maybe them dumping some of that stuff off to me sometime. But where was I? Oh yeah, so today's objective is going to be going up there, water the coconut plants. Got all the water in the back of the truck. I bought this big, I bought a Gorilla cart. So shout out to Gorilla. So that's going to be basically serving as my wheelbarrow to just kind of dump stuff and move stuff around on the land. So I'm gonna probably go up there and construct it, and I'll probably just have dinner up there. It's about 5 o'clock right now. The sun's gonna be going down pretty soon, so I'll probably be able to catch a really nice sunset on the land. I'll share some of that with you guys. But yeah, that's an update for today. So again, shout out to Ryobi. Great deals there at Home Depot. I'm super excited to use the tools. Shout out to Gorilla for the cart. Shout out to Stanley brand as well for the level. I know that's going to come in handy when I start to clear out where I'm going to put my platform to try to make sure that that land is all level. More to come, guys. Take care, and I'll see you in a few. All right, so we're back coming in to the entrance here. Palm trees seem to be doing okay. These are the coconut palms. Not sure if you can see. Got 1, 2. Hey, Mountain. 3. That one looks like he's struggling a little bit. 4. That's weird. And 6. So I gotta water these guys, so you'll get to see me. That's my workout to start. I gotta water that one and then a few others. I'll show you those in a bit. All right, so this has to be done for the time being until I can get an irrigation system up there. So once you guys have a better idea, or I have a better idea, again, this is what I'm doing cost-wise. Don't have enough for the cisterns yet or the watering system. The plan is to get maybe like a 500-gallon tank up here, put it up on this ledge over here, up on this ledge somewhere over here, and have it gravity feeding down, and then running lines along all that for the coconuts. And eventually down here is also going to be a bunch of other stuff growing, so I gotta clear that out eventually. But so for now, I got these guys here that are going to do the job. And so let's see if I can set this up, do some watering. You get to see me doing some work. All right, phone, hopefully you stay there. Okay, they got some water. Moving on to the next ones. Let's go. Okay, so next we're gonna visit the avocado tree. You can see though, there's not really a lot of shade spots yet. So it's gonna be nice to start thinking about some shade trees to plant, but a lot of this is gonna need to go at some point. I might hand chop some of this stuff this weekend, some of these trees. They don't really cast a lot of shade, got all these vines. Cut those down, cut those down. I really wanna open up that view of the mountain back here. But then going down that way is more of the land. And that's where I want to try to be able to make some paths down there, maybe some side winding paths. And that's gonna be another fun objective. I was thinking about making a hiking trail where I can go all the way down there and then slowly start to clear all of that up. But make sure I don't run over my avocado plant. And then here's my little avocado buddy. He's looking good. I haven't thought whether I'm going to graft him yet. I've thought about taking the tree that's by the house and taking a stem of that and grafting it onto this avocado plant, or adding it to this avocado plant, because I have no idea what this avocado plant is, but I do know that the one that's by the house gives a lot of avocados. So I'd like to be able to produce avocados as fast as possible, but my worry is how much sun this spot gets here. I don't think will be good for the graft. So I might just let this guy go do his thing, and then when I find another avocado plant that's potted, I'll graft it. I'll graft one from the other tree onto that graft. But anyway, let's water this guy. So as I was saying, there's a lot of clearing that can go on down there. There used to be a path that my grandpa took down there with the Jeep. I think it was more that way. So where all this vegetation is, I'm gonna have to start cutting through that and opening it up and see if I can find a path down there. If not, I'm just gonna have to make a path or hire a, what's it called? Excavator to come up and make me a path down there. At least just open it to a path where it's level and I can at least walk down there, and then I can do trimming with chainsaw and all that good stuff. So we're about to head up to the higher ground. Look at that nice shade spot right here. So right here, it's nice and shady. This is where I thought about putting the utility farmhouse, where basically it would be about 40 feet long. And again, I'm not sure, there's no set designs, but 40 feet long. That's where I can park the car, unload stuff, work with the plants, maybe have a small little dwelling there, living quarters, and then eventually expand to the upper level, which we're heading up to now. I'm gonna get this plant right here, which is my Canepa tree. So this should get pretty large. If this stays healthy, this should be a nice shade plant, a shade tree, really big, produces Canepas, and then there's a nice little flat area here, maybe for a bench, sit out and enjoy the view and relax. But let's go ahead and water this guy while we're at it. That's another trail to open up too. And then of course we have this trail up here. And I'll check on the soursop fruits here in a second. This is a soursop tree right here. I'm glad I can get this full turn radius up here at the top. All right, and this is a nice little shady spot I've been taking advantage of. Let's go water this other tree. All right, forgive my camera angles. I'm not sure if they're working, but yeah, they should be good. All right, let's go take a spin over to the other coconuts. So this is the opposite ridge. So I don't really own any of what's back there. It's mainly this top part and then what goes down into the valley. We did start to clear some stuff down here, so I may do something with that. I'm not sure yet. That looks actually like a pretty cool greenhouse spot. If I dump some dirt on there and level that out, I can build a nice greenhouse. It's covered, has a lot of shade. Probably just open it up just a tiny bit, but to keep things protected or things that grow in the shade, I can keep over there. That might also become a prime compost pile area. But anyway, moving on. So we have a palm there. These are a little bit closer. They're smaller coconut palms. These I'm a little bit iffy about. If they grow well, awesome. If they don't, I'm not too worried about it. There's another one in here. This one's not doing too good. You probably can't see it because the leaves were broken off. So I'm not sure if that guy's gonna do really anything. And you can see there's another one right here in this pile, right there in front. The little babies. And then this guy's looking a little rough too. So I'm not sure. I might actually replace all of these with foxtail palms. That's really what I've been wanting to have up here. I think I thought about coming up here and seeing some really nice foxtails. And then there's another one here. So I think I have 6 planted. See, this becomes another nice shade spot here. And then there's another coconut here. So this is another nice shade spot here. So I'm not sure if I'm going to get rid of that big tree here. I might just leave that alone and just open up some of that stuff back there to see the towns. But yeah, let's go ahead and water some more plants. So with the cinder blocks, one thing I forgot to show you guys is I did build a little compost bin area. And again, this is all temporary. At this point, these are probably just going to be loose, free-flowing Legos. This might become something else tomorrow, who knows. But for now, just kind of putting everything in here. I know, people are going to be commenting. You got to put more green stuff in there, more organic material. You got to keep it moist, otherwise it's not going to do anything, blah, blah, blah. I get it. Right now, this is just a place for me to store this stuff as I keep chopping down. I think if we start getting more rain, that'll help out the situation. I have also been trimming, and whatever I trim, I will throw on there. Once this is full, I'll move it over to this side over here, start filling this back up here. Hopefully this will be the area where it kind of stays moist and cooks and turns into some of the compost, and then eventually can be moved over here, and this is all usable compost material. But if I'm able to get that mulch from the guys that I pass by down there, or some other ways to get some other mulching type material, I can probably help this out. But yeah, for now, that is what's the plan. Anyway, I'm going to show you, I'm going to set up to have dinner facing the mountain, or maybe facing the sunset. And then I'm going to start working on building the gorilla cart. Note to self, if I go back to Texas, actually I don't need to go back to Texas, just get a tripod. I have a tripod in Texas at the house. That'll make things a lot easier, and I have to set everything up. Set the phone up, get some good video. Shout out Tommy Bahama, trusty chair here. That's where I just kind of kick it and have lunch or dinner out here. We'll have to catch the sunset later, but for now, let's unload this other bad boy. All right, heavy duty dump cart. And I thought about getting the wheelbarrow, but with all the up and down that's gonna have to happen going down there, especially if this becomes where all the compost is, I figure the compost would be better to have on the higher ground, because when I need to take it down over there, it's not that much work versus having it down there and then I gotta bring it up. It's gonna be work either way, but I figured this might be a good way to just get it done. So I'm gonna put that together. I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. I'll probably fast forward through all of that so you guys don't stay bored looking at me doing that. But yeah, let's do it. Might as well just kind of talk about what's been on my mind with all of this. So right now, and this is nobody else's problem but mine, capital is an issue. As Joe and some of the other people have told me, money goes fast when you're starting a farm. And so I will be focusing on what kind of work I can do with my hands for free as much as possible, and only buy and purchase what is absolutely necessary as an investment. So while I was there at Home Depot, I happened to notice that they sell the Skylink. Shout out to Tesla and the Skylink. I've really been thinking about that being a solution for me out here. I'm not sure whether I should get the roaming one or if I should get the residential one, use it at the house that I'm staying at now, and then once I have something established up here, I just basically change the address that it searches for, or however it works, and bring it up here. Because if I'm going to keep doing this, especially with the content side of things, I'm going to need to have a clearer signal, stronger signal, faster signal, and definitely some reliable internet. So going to Burger King every day for Wi-Fi is just not going to cut it. The waste on gas from up here, and I'd rather just have internet access up here, which I will. It's just sooner rather than later. The other thing was the generator. So I was looking at the dual fuel generator. I gotta look up the company name, but they have one there at Home Depot, and it's awesome. It runs off of gas, runs off of propane. It should be able to run the fridge that I have at the house, which is the main priority and reason that I need it, but it's also handheld and mobile, so that I can load it up in the truck, bring it up here. If I want to stay up here for the weekend, which I am kind of thinking about having a little camping event and staying up here, camping out, feeling it out, seeing what it's like up here at night, getting a taste of actually being and staying on my land, which is going to be another milestone. At least I'll have the power that I can bring up here, charge all my stuff, bring up the propane tank. I can do some cooking out here, some grilling. I think that's going to be a great milestone where I can bring all that stuff up here and just light up the grill up some chicken, grill up some vegetables, crash out for the night. You know, like right now, it feels great. It's nice and breezy. It's nice and cool. Sun's going down. This will be the perfect time to just kind of lay in a hammock, have the tent and everything set up, cook a nice dinner. But yeah, all that's coming. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to building this, guys. Just kind of wanted to talk about what was on my mind, and you guys can watch me go through this. All right, so I was able to finish the cart in time to get the sunset. So you can see it sets on that side of the land, which is kind of nice. So maybe eventually having like a nice a porch facing out that way. And actually my grandpa used to have something like that. It was a like an extended porch that was, I want to say it was like right over here. It was like a porch that extended out that way. And you could see the towns back there. I don't know if you could see the towns, but you can see the towns back there. On a good day, I think the Sahara dust is out, but on a good day you can see the beach is back that way. And yeah, and the sun sets out that way. And then rises over that way. But yeah, just wanted to share that with you. Okay, let's see what's packed for dinner. So my silly butt didn't thaw out the ham in time, so it's a cheese and mustard sandwich, no meat. So instead what I had to do was double up on my protein shake here with some almond milk. I got some strawberry frosted mini wheats, some plantain chips that are garlic flavored, yogurt, little soda, Coke Zero, and a bunch of waters down in there. Yeah, time to have some dinner and relax.